Quick message, y'all. I was watching Remember the Titans last night, and one thing that I realized that Coach Boone did that I didn't realize when I watched it years ago is the fact that in that town, there was a lot of racism, a lot of bigotry, a lot of hate towards one another because of skin color. And when Coach Boone came in to take over as head coach, what he did is he took the football team to a camp that was outside of the city, that was away from all the hate, that was away from all the opinions, that was away from all the bigotry, that was away from all of those things. And after a matter of time, the kids that were on that team realized that it was deeper than skin color. That they were more than just black, they were more than just white. It was about the content of their heart, not the color of their skin. And when he done that, after a while, their perspective started to change towards one another, one person after the next, after the next. By the time they got back, the whole team, listen to me, the whole team was one. And when they got back, they had to go back into this chaotic world, right? And they actually had the team had to call a team meeting because they was like, look, the world is telling us that we don't need to be together. The world is telling us we need to be divided. The world is telling us because we different skin color that we should hate one another. But they rose up from that. And the reason why they rose up from that, because you cannot overcome evil with evil, but you can only do that with good. So when Coach Boone took them away from all of the chaos, listen to me, you had to be taught to be racist. You had to be taught not to love somebody else. The love of God that's already in all of us, built up in them, purged all of that hate and negativity out of their hearts and out of their minds. When they came back, that football team ultimately brought a whole town together. Brought a whole town together. But they had to separate themselves from all the hate, from all the bigotry, to get a different perspective on life. A perspective that God wants us to have. What we need to do right now in 2020, we need to get that perspective back. We got to quit looking at things that's going to make us hate one another. Quit getting in conversations that's going to make us not like one another. Quit getting involved in all of these things and look around us and look at all the love and all these things that are around us. Because what this world wants us to do, the world wants us divided. And if the world can divide us, ultimately we will ultimately kill one another with words, with hate. Ultimately, we could take each other's life just because of the color of our skin, because the world wants us divided. So now is the time. Now is the time to separate yourself. If that means to get off the social media, quit watching the news, whatever it takes, do it. And watch God supernaturally purge the hate and the anger and the sadness out of you. And when you come back to the world, you'll be so filled up with God's love that you can change the area that's around you. Quick message, y'all. Love y'all.